My morning routine has quickly become my favorite part of my day because amidst another lockdown in Toronto and still working from home during a global pandemic, I've learned to love the slowness of my mornings, cherishing the sweet furry wake-up calls, good morning, warm couch cuddles, and frothy cinnamon coffee. Here's a look at my 2021 morning routine. Hello, good morning, and welcome to my 2021 work from home routine. I'm in the kitchen at my parents' house. This is where I've been staying if you haven't watched any of my recent videos. And my morning routine has become one of my favorite things about my day. I am woken up in the morning from Merlot. He scratches at my door upstairs until I open it up. So he's my alarm clock. And then I come downstairs after I wash up and I drink water, I make my coffee, and then we sit and cuddle in the morning for probably about 30 minutes. So that's what we're gonna do right now, but that is honestly my favorite part of my day. Having my cup of coffee and cuddling with the dog. During this pandemic, there's so many things that aren't going your way and that you're not in control of, but I think one gift that I've been able to recognize is a slower morning routine, and that's something that I've grown to truly appreciate. And I don't know how I'm gonna go back to a fast-paced morning routine, but I've been enjoying this as we've been working from home. For now, these are the moments I'm going to cherish. Time to go over to the couch and cuddle with Merlot because he's literally waiting for me. He follows me around until I sit on this couch. Is that right? All right, now I have to get up because I have about 15 minutes until my first meeting of the day. So I'm gonna come back upstairs and I'm going to get myself dressed and ready for the day. But first, I'm going to make my bed. To be honest, this is not something I always do every morning, but I think it's a good habit and I should really make my bed every day. Also, it's like starting to snow outside a little bit. It's been really dark. I don't know if you can tell, but I've had to like turn on the lights, but we're starting to get some snow and it just feels like so wintry and cozy, which means I'm gonna put on a cozy outfit. All right, it's not perfect, but the easier you make your bed in the morning, the more likely you are to do it. Now I'm gonna go in my closet and pick out something comfy to wear, probably a matching sweatsuit, because that's what I'm living in these days. dressed in my comfy sweatsuit. We're going for really, really low effort here, but I am gonna do a little bit of makeup, which I don't always do. If I have a specific meeting of the day where I know I'm presenting something, then I'll usually put on something like a little bit nicer of a top and like actually do my makeup. But on just like the day-to-day, I can wear, you know, my comfy sweatsuit and even go no makeup. But today I'll put on just a little bit and kind of show you my routine of what that looks like. Luckily, I did my hair yesterday. I washed it and curled it. So honestly, I brushed it this morning, as you saw, and it looks pretty good. Like, I'm not really gonna do anything to it. So I'm just gonna put on a little bit of makeup. This is also normally part of my day where I will likely listen to like some sort of music just to kind of energize me for the morning. But since I'm talking to you, I won't be listening to music. I already put on moisturizer after I washed my face. So now I'm gonna put on some BB cream. Honestly, I change it up every day, but this is my go-to. And I just rub it in with my fingers. I washed my hands right before this. And this is the CoverGirl Clean Matte BB cream for oily skin. I've been using this for years. So under my eye area, I will pat. Otherwise, I just rub it in. I have a pimple here that just showed up. And it's one of those ones that hurts. Next, I'm gonna put on my favorite concealer. It's almost finished, but luckily I have a new one in my drawer as backup. This is also from CoverGirl. And if you've been following my channel for a while, you know this is the concealer I use. So I will gently just kind of rub it in, and then I'll go in and pat the rest of it. I try to be gentle under my eyes and then down the bridge of my nose. Oh, I didn't put any on my pimple. Next, I'm gonna take some powder and just set that makeup that I just put on. This is my favorite powder right now. It is the Rimmel London Stay Matte Lightweight Powder. I love my little travel brush set because I just think it's so convenient, and the brushes are the perfect size. This is my all-time favorite brush. If you only have one makeup brush, this is what I recommend. It's like a kabuki top, so it just really helps you buff in. And I go back and forth between doing like a patting motion and then kind of a swooping motion or a brushing motion. Then I will go in with some blush just to bring some life to my face. I have been using this palette for way too long. Honestly, does makeup expire? This is from Tarte, and I believe it was like their Hidden Treasure palette, and I love it. It's so neutral, and I love all of these. And then I'm just gonna put one of the neutral shadows on my lids just to make them matte and neutral. That one was Globe. Then, this is a major throwback. I use this brown shade for my eyebrows, and I use this angled brush with the spoolie on the other end, and I will just put this in my eyebrows. I just trace the natural shape, but give them a little bit more definition. I'm not too perfect with it, and then I just brush it out, and that is good enough for me. Then I will curl my eyelashes and apply mascara. This is the one that I'm using right now, which is the CoverGirl Lash Blast. And honestly, for a casual look, I will just curl and put mascara on my top lashes. All right, and then last but certainly not least is a lip balm. And that's my makeup routine. Take down my headband. I already brushed my hair, and that's it. All right, and this is my finished look for the day. So I'm wearing a little bit of makeup, hair is curled from yesterday, my matching sweatsuit. This is from Aerie, and I honestly live in this thing. If you didn't see the haul, I will link it down below, but I'll also put a link to this sweatsuit if it is still available on the website, because I absolutely love it. It is like a ribbed corded material. And then the matching joggers, which I love because they just fit really well, and they don't look super slouchy. So you feel like comfy and cute in your matching set. Also, this is such my color. You can see matches the walls, but I love it. And then my socks and my slippers, because why not? I'm not leaving the house, but I find if I don't wear slippers, then sometimes my feet will hurt. That is my finished look. I know it's not much, but I like to get myself somewhat ready, like putting on a cute sweatsuit and like a little bit of makeup just to feel like myself. Otherwise, if I'm lounging all day in pajamas and like, I don't feel as confident and as much like myself. So I find this really helps. And it also helps to like bookend the day. So like this is a signal to me that I'm starting my day, and then I have certain things that I do in my evening routine that will like close off my work day. Otherwise, when you're working from home, everything can just blur together and you lose that structure and routine that you once had. This is what works for me. Now I'm back in the office. I like to work downstairs in the office here because it's the best Wi-Fi connection, truthfully. I have like a little office upstairs too, but and it's much cuter of a background for my video calls, but honestly this office has the best Wi-Fi connection, and that desk is like on the other side of the house, so sometimes it's not a great connection for working from home. But I keep my 5-minute journal right by my desk here, and I actually have 5 minutes before my first meeting of the day. So I know that if you're familiar with the 5-minute journal, you're supposed to do it the very first thing in the morning, like keep it by your bedside and do it right as you're waking up. But I find what works best for me is to do it right before I start my work day. So I keep it at my desk here, and I will just take a few minutes before my first meeting of the day and fill this out. The next day in here, instead of having a daily affirmation, this one actually starts on a new weekly challenge. So I'll read it to you and you can follow along. So it says, write a text, email, or letter of gratitude to someone today. Oh, I really love that. I know exactly who I'm gonna write it to. So then it just goes over 3 things that I'm grateful for, then what would make today great, 3 things, a daily affirmation, and then you complete the bottom section at night to kind of reflect on your day. So it really just puts you in that mindset of being grateful and just really lifts your spirits. And honestly, during these times, like here in Ontario, we're in a lockdown right now. So during these times, I just think that every little thing that can help me stay positive, I will do it. So this has been helping me. But yeah, I only have a few minutes before my first meeting, so I need to get to it. Good morning. Yes, it's Rachel here. All right, believe it or not, I'm still sipping on my coffee. It seems to have taken me all morning to actually finish it, but now I'm getting ready for lunch. So that is where I'm going to conclude my morning routine. I wanted to address, I don't really eat breakfast, as you can tell. I usually have water, my morning coffee with foamed milk, which usually keeps me pretty full for a while, and then I'll have some sort of fruit. I like to have like strawberries and blueberries in the morning, so I'll usually snack on that, and then I'll have lunch like pretty much like clockwork at 12 o'clock, unless I have a meeting over lunch. Then I'll kind of adjust my schedule a little bit. But I'm a pretty intuitive eater, so like if I am hungry in the morning, I will have something to eat, like a piece of toast or a bagel or something like that. But like I've never been a huge breakfast person. So that is about it for my morning routine. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you aren't already subscribed. It really helps me out, and I would love to have you back on my channel. Also, if you want more frequent updates, you can go ahead and follow me on Instagram. My username is @prettypolishes, which I didn't officially announce in a video, but I finally, after so many years, got the handle @prettypolishes. My previous Instagram handle was prettypolishesYT because the username was taken for so many years, and it was quite the battle to get the handle, but I'm so glad that it worked out. Yeah, this is the routine that I found works for me in these, you know, unprecedented times. Who knows how long we will continue this way, but I've been working from home and this is the routine that works for me. Also, I mentioned I've been here at my parents' house for the majority of this, probably for the last like 6 months or so, and I'll get into that in another video, because as much as I miss my home and my condo in Toronto, it just doesn't really make sense for me to be there right now if I'm exclusively working from home and we're in a lockdown, so I can't see anyone. So it just makes sense to be with my family so that I am with people and not lonely during this time. Anyways, we'll get into that in another video. I hope you're doing well. Let me know in a comment below how you're doing. What are your favorite things about your morning routine? Just kind of get you through the day. And we'll talk in the comments below. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.